Shalom. All praises and glory go to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yashai, Ba'ashem Ruchakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rokar, Apostle Ramlab, and the Shalom to all the sincere Achim that are pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Before I continue, I want to say that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the children of Israel that the Bible speaks about, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the chosen people of the Heavenly Father. The people that live in the land of Israel today, they go back to the Khazarians, which go back to the biblical Amalekites, which is the chiefest tribe of the nation of Esau, Edom. Now, the people that call themselves white, European, Caucasian, Australian, or American, they also go back to the nation of Esau, Edom. Now, these videos are made to wake up our people, to lead them back to the Heavenly Father, because judgment is being passed upon the planet Earth. Now, before I continue, I want to say that we're living in perilous times, and there's a bunch of things going on. And this whole Venezuela thing and the Greenland thing, you can look at it from different perspectives, all right? So let's start at Matthew 24, all right? Because eventually, this is the only man that's going to be able to save us, all right? He's the only one, under the orders of Yahweh, of course, the Heavenly Father himself, all right? And they be watching everything we do and everything we go through, testing us, making us stronger to be the man that we're supposed to be. So that you're strong enough mentally to deal with the things that are about to come, all right? Get ready to lose things. Get ready to be uncomfortable, because that's the times we're coming in, all right? So this is Matthew 24:1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left there one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. You see? And that's talking about the second temple, right? So it says, And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? Right? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. Because a lot of people come and say, like, hey, this is the truth. We preach Jesus and all these type of things. And it's a lie. The same thing goes for Islam. It's a lie. That doesn't bring salvation to our people. That only brings captivity, mental captivity. It doesn't set you free. If you listen to our elders, if you listen to the elders of Great Millstone for, let's say, a week, paying attention, and the Most High dealing with you, you can see prophecies coming to pass a mile away, all right? Within 2 weeks, within a month, you'll be able to do that. And that's the power of this truth, It breaks every stronghold, that there's upon this planet Earth. So let's continue. It says, Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Wait, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. Right? For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Okay, so rumors of wars is like Greenland, another one is Iran. Another one is Colombia. Another one is, let's see, Cuba, you see? So he wants to take it all. And if you look on the screen right here, it says, in the year of 2000, there were 9 countries without a Rothschild-owned or controlled central bank. And that's where that term comes from. All these wars are bankers' wars, right? Afghanistan got taken down. Iraq got taken down. Sudan got taken down. Libya got taken down. Now Trump is talking about Cuba. Cuba is they couldn't conquer Cuba, you see, but they want to control the earth. All right, Esau is not gonna stop until he controls the earth, and that's what he's trying to do. You know, and he's just a puppet. He works for Amalek, man. He's Amalek's lapdog. But he has a big mouth. He's proud and things like that. So, you know, you wouldn't really believe that if you look at him, but he's controlled by Amalek. All right, he works for Netanyahu and the Amalekites, and he does whatever they want him to do. All right, but they ain't fucking with North Korea yet because they know that this dude is not playing at all. He does not play. All right, Kim Jong Un is not even being talked about. You see, that's what happens when you have that nuclear capability. You know, you get left alone. That's what happens. But Iran, they're not sure. You know, Syria, they could take down. Venezuela got taken down. You see, but Iran is gonna be a hard one. But but from another point of view, if you look at Greenland, they say it's for the how do you say that, nuclear missile capability to detect it and stuff like that. That's the reason he's doing that. You know, he wants Greenland. And another one is um, another perspective of looking at why they took down Venezuela is because they're about to take down Iran. That's what he says. So if that happens, they can't import oil anymore. The Red Sea is going to be closed. The Strait of Hormuz is going to be closed. You know, so then he still has that Venezuelan oil to basically uh how do you say that, depend on. You see, but he's gonna probably do the. We're not sure if it's gonna succeed, but that's a perspective that I thought has had some logic to it. You see. So third world war is coming up, and it's not it's not tearing as it says in Habakkuk. Do it, Terry. Wait for it. It's gonna take a long time, but when it comes, it's not tearing anymore. And now the Most High has the spirit on Trump to go back to back, man. He's not stopping, and now you see him for the devil that he is. And there's a bunch of scriptures that I can pull right now, but I'm take them one by one. Let me read this again. Verse 7, 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Ukraine is a war. Venezuela was kind of not really a war, but they just took Maduro, so it's pending. Then he just bombed Nigeria, which also has oil, and he's thinking about Cuba, which I believe that's possible that can happen because uh they said they detected Russian nuclear submarines that go back and forth to Cuba, and as multiple brothers talked about this Monroe doctrine, you see, is that no Eastern power should control anything in the Western Hemisphere. Meanwhile, they do that in the eastern parts of the world. You see, they're in the China Sea, fucking around. They're in South Korea, fucking around, right? Excuse my language, but they're hypocrites. You see. So over here it says, verse 7: For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Wait, it's like a 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And they want to block China's influence in Venezuela and in these other South American countries, and Russia's influence in these South American countries, right? Verse 7, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And that's what's to come, right? All these are the beginning of sorrows. All right. That's just the beginning. All right. So let's read it again. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So this is the beginning of sorrows, all right? That's not even the big thing yet. So get prepared, Achim. You see? Be around brothers, talk about these scriptures, comfort each other, and find a way to deal with it, man. Go through it. If you have to adapt the way you're making money, that's also a smart move because things are going to be different. I'm just saying, things are going to be way different soon. Things are going to dry up. There's going to be lesser jobs. So if you know how to hustle or come together and do something, that would be a beautiful thing, you see? But of course, you trust in Yahweh Bashem Yashai, but you also make sure that you're how do you say that? You're not productive, but how do you call that? Um, it escapes me right now. Proactive. That's the word. Try to be proactive. And if something gets thrown into your direction that you already know, the Most High is showing you something, right? So over here it says 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. So after that, there's also going to be persecution upon the people, upon the Achim, upon the brotherhood that follow Yahweh Bashem Yashai. Because that's the next thing they're going to do. They're going to persecute us, all right? And don't forget that Maduro, he said that he's an Israelite. He knows that he's an Israelite. I didn't know he said that. But he said that Netanyahu is not a real Jew, and he has the blood of the real Jews. Kalala Yahweh Bashem Yashai. So he's basically the first one to be persecuted. It don't matter, man. And the Most High works in mysterious ways. And if the Most High wants to, he can deliver him out of there, man. That's not a problem. But we're gonna see what happens. You see, at least he knows. If he was following certain the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, I'm not sure, But at least he said it, and he wasn't probably wasn't ashamed of saying that. Who else of our people is saying things like that? No one. So it's a beautiful thing to hear, actually. But anyway, and he said it proudly, so that's a good thing. Come. It says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, so that's coming as well. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another, right? And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. Yeah, because they're paying people off, right? Like Sikari and people like that. ISUPK, IUIC also, And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. You see? So let's go and see something else. Habakkuk, right? So over here it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. You see? So eventually it's going to come to pass, It's for a certain time. But when it's time, it's not going to stop. It's not going to be not coming true. It's going to come to pass. Though with Terry, wait for it, right? It took a long time, but 2,000 years later, we're around roughly 2,300 years later, or something to that, because Habakkuk was even before Yahweh Shai, Wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. You see? Verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he drank of his own wine, which is deceptive. It's false philosophies. He's a proud man, exactly. Trump is the embodiment of that, man. Need to keep it at home, so he's never at home. He's always in someone else's country, who enlarged his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathered unto him all nations and heaped unto him all peoples. You see, so and America is a great melting pot, as I say, right? So let's look at this right here. And this is the time we're about to come in, man. So Revelation 12 and 12, all right? Therefore rejoice ye in heaven and dwell in them. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them, right? The ones that are ruling right now. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. So everyone is going to get it. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. So he's picking up the pace. Trump is making that happen. He's picking up the pace. He already started with ICE, actually, getting illegal immigrants, targeting Jake already to a certain extent. They just killed a woman, I believe, right? Um, now that is basically, that's just something that happened. Soon you're gonna see more of these things going on, more of a Taurian. There's gonna be a more of a totalitarian character with these agents. Even if they kill someone, nothing's gonna happen, because this is the time we're in, a time of quick judgment. Things are changing. The totalitarian system is gonna be set up where you can't do nothing against the agent. He's gonna have total power. And that's what's coming right now. So there's a bunch of things at once coming to pass and being set up at once. Um, again. So this is let me get another one. This is First Peter 5 and 8, right? It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." You see, and that's what happening. Seeking whom he may devour. That's coming. So get ready. Let me get Micah 2, and then that's it for today. So yeah, this is they also, I believe they also took a Russian ship hostage, right? So America is just looking for a fight, man. They just testing the waters, see what Russia's gonna do. Russia's probably already doing certain things behind the scenes, but they're not really reporting on it. Because they like to be seen as the one that starts things, and no one is responding. Like they can do whatever they want, but that's not gonna last. Right? So this is Micah 2 and 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. You see? So that's interesting. Even a man and his heritage. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go hardily, for this time is evil. And it is an evil time, man. So they covered fields like Venezuela, Cuba, Greenland, but that's a good thing. The Greenland thing is a good thing. I want them to take Greenland, man, because that's gonna set them against Europe, and NATO is gonna be broken up, man. And let's read about that, because everything is covered in the scriptures, right? So let's read it. This is Daniel 2 and starting at 39, I believe, 40. 40. And the fourth kingdom, Daniel 2 and 40. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces, and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these shall it break in pieces and bruise. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. You see? So Europe and America. Now Denmark is even talking about they shoot first and ask questions later. That you never heard that from Europe towards America. You see? But there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. You see? So it's gonna be partly strong and partly weak. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another. So they're going to be separated, even as iron is not mixed with clay. You see? So yeah, so that's the future, man. They're all separated, but yeah, the Most High is setting up his moves, you know. So that's gonna be beautiful, you know. So with that, I'm gonna say all praises and glory go to the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yeshai. Shalom.